of day 0. It is day 214. We've got the full crew here with us. We've got Cory back from the dead, the powerful one himself, the immaculate one, Charlie Robinson, spiritual one, Lindsey Scharmyn, and me, the one. Now, I got told that, how did I get deemed the one? And it sounds like I'm arrogant. I said, now, hold on a second now. I mean, a
I
higher
told you were the
power.
one.
Yeah.
fault.
I mean, a higher power already deemed that I was the one. Okay, so
It's true.
this is not my doing. All right, so
You're
there's
just
no doubt
humbly
about
accepting
that.
the
It's not
role.
my doing. Yeah. So I mean, I didn't put this upon myself. Okay, I mean, I was commissioned. So it's not like LeBron. Claiming that he is the king. You see, I never claimed that I was that. It was put upon me. So,
That's true.
so for the comment, I'm not sure if the comment was just playing or if they were serious. I mean, because sometimes people are serious. They were like, how you the one? It sounded like you arrogant. I was like, I mean, not really, but I mean, okay.
I like
we'll
arrogant.
go with it.
Yeah, people will
Okay.
say anything is arrogant. I think people who are deeply lacking in confidence think almost anything you do is arrogant. That's what I think. People who are deeply codependent think almost anything you do is arrogant.
That is a good
and
point.
arrogant people think that what you do is arrogant because they're just pretending.
That is a good point. That is a good point. So Cory, give us a little. I mean, we ain't seen you in a little while. I mean, I did see you on the Fresher Fit, Miami. I mean, your fit was tight out there. I mean, I give it to you. You were put together. I said, there goes Cory right there, man, out here shining. I mean, how'd everything go? Give us your experience being there live.
It was all right. He didn't have the hose there that night.
Oh, okay.
He deprived you of the hose.
Deprived me of the hose. It was cool. That guy got some money. Let me tell you. That studio that he bought a condo. He bought $1 million condo just to put his studio in. Place is wild.
Wow.
Right.
Like you go out on the little deck, you got a sliding glass door, you go outside, and it's like, boom, you can follow your death. Like it's like a fucking mile away. I'm not cut out for that shit. I couldn't live in that thing. Wow. Oh, that was weird. It's like at any time the wind could blow and you just fly the fuck off of that thing.
Okay. Well, you didn't want to live in that high rise in Las Vegas, but I don't think that one had a balcony you walked out on though. So
yeah, and that shit's way shorter in Las Vegas. Let me tell you.
Okay. Oh, so he was like on the 100th floor.
It was like 57th floor, I think it was, but it was tall enough.
Oh shit. Oh, just so guys, if you hadn't checked that out, he was live in Miami. You were in Florida for a little while, were you? A couple of weeks?
Yeah, my damn cousin convinced me to spend the week there with family.
Okay. I mean, that went well, right? Yeah. What did you have some Thanksgiving there?
Yeah, I had Thanksgiving.
You had some turkey.
Yeah.
There you go.
So
there you go.
I might have committed to going back for more Thanksgivings. So.
Oh shit!
Yeah. I'll spend $500 to fly in for a home cooked meal. So it's just weird because like we did Thanksgiving and Christmas with my family on my mom's side like forever, but they're all pretty much dead now, right? And so now it's like my cousin who's doing everything, which is. This was the first year I got to see like it's a different generation meeting. So
that's cool.
Okay.
It was interesting, yeah.
Well, it's cool someone's carrying it on because I feel like a lot of that shit just ends when the generation above us dies.
My cousins, that side of the family is like as Americana, apple pie, and Christmas, and like he busted out like he's got a ledge up on the top by his like ceiling, and he's filled it with like 50 fucking nutcrackers of all different sizes. Yeah. Like he's that kind of guy, I mean, that's the whole side of that family. Is all very much like that, Norman Rockwell shit.
Someday I will have enough space and money to also be Norman Rockwell Christmas shit. It's my goal, life goals.
I keep saying like, yeah, I got a lot of things that I got on my one day list, and I just feel like that one day list is, I don't know, that one day is getting shorter and shorter, Like I ain't got
that's what I'm about to say. Hey, yeah, about to say let go of that one day. You got time till you don't. Let's go ahead and do it today. All right. When somebody says it's going to be okay one day, I said, "What about today? Let's talk about today. Let today be the day that everything's good, because tomorrow is not promised." So we're going to jump into the show. I'm hearing a whole lot about the Somalians. Can somebody fill me in on this? The rumblings about it. The
This is the
takeover,
most
the Somali
hated group in
takeover.
America now.
Is there a Somali takeover? Let me know.
Well, they fucking stole billions
Yes,
of
but it's not
dollars, so
new.
yeah.
I was in.
Okay.
I'll tell you, I was in Rochester, Minnesota, which is not Minneapolis, which is not Somaliville. I was in Rochester in 2009, and when you went to the mall, it was 100% Somalis,
Weird.
and then us. I was like, "What's going on here? Is there a fucking concert in town or something?" And the girl I was with was like, "Oh no, there's just a million Somalis." I was like, "Why?" She's like, "I don't know." And I was like, "Why?" But like, why? Also, like, geographically, why?
Yeah.
Like, you're coming from the hottest place in the world and you're going to the coldest place on the planet. Like, I don't understand this. It's a very unnatural pipeline. And she's like, "It's worse in Minnesota or in Minneapolis." And I was like, "Oh,
Whoa.
well, that's because I'm like, I can't imagine it being worse there because I mean, now this is almost 20 years ago that, and it was, I'm not talking about like you saw one or two. I mean, I'm not kidding. When you go to the mall and that's all that was there. I was totally perplexed. I felt like I had walked into a parallel dimension of a mall in Mogadishu. And that was at least 15 years ago.
They got
It was
malls in
like that, and I'm
Mogadishu?
sure it isn't any better.
Probably not. They're probably the
know.
kind that like fall down
Actually-
as soon as they open it. Did you see that bridge? I don't think it was in Somalia even, but it was I can't remember which country in Africa,
yeah.
but they spent like $1 million to put up this bridge. And the bridge just
Oh.
literally looks like people gathered like sticks and just kind of like set them in a row on like another stick. And so all these people start walking across it on its grand opening and it just collapses and they all fall in the river. I'm like, $1 million. $1 million did that. But you cannot actually hold it against them because their average IQ is below 80. And that's functionally retarded in our
Oh, yeah.
estimation.
Oh, okay.
If
So
you're
they
in
had,
the
so they had
United
the
States,
Bosselwood Bridge. Had a Bosselwood Bridge. Did you ever
Yeah.
do that?
yeah.
Mhm.
In high school?
Yeah.
You did the
They
Bosselwood
made it
Bridge
out
to
of tongue
see how
depressors.
much it would hold. Yeah, see how
Right.
much it would hold.
Well,
Yeah.
our balsa wood tongue depressor bridges were better than their $1 million bridges. And that's what just a few IQ points will do for you.
Yeah.
And it's like big,
Well, look,
it's like a big
Berwick,
no-no to talk about
someone
their
told Jeff
IQ,
Berwick,
even though their IQ is so low.
no, it's it's a measurable, scientifically measurable observation, and it's not limited to Somalia. But yeah, the IQ is well. So it used to. Speaking of the IQ level, it used to be that the IQ level was for retardation was 80, and they lowered it to 70. So
What? When did they
they've
lower it?
Already kind of monkeyed with what it 40 years ago.
When I was teaching, it was still 80.
Because it used to be that now it's 70 technically for it. Anything 70 and below, and there was a problem, so they decided that there too many people were skewing too low, so they moved what it means to be dumb down by 10 IQ points.
It's not
Because
the
there's
way
too
to
many
do
dumb
it.
To
I
make
think
it
that's fair.
funny.
easier on the dumb
Huh.
people.
I think that's fair enough. You know, we got. Hey, as we evolve as a species, you know, we learn, right? We learn and we
Evolve.
adjust. Isn't it what we do? Learn and adjust as you go
I think
along.
you're-
Doesn't that sound
I think you're
good?
describing devolving, is what you're saying.
Oh!
Oh,
I just forgot to
we're
put the
devolving.
D. Yeah, that's my B. Hey, well, look, they were just like, look, we got too many folks at 80, so we need to move this down to 70 so it doesn't seem like everybody's retarded. And that way, people don't start looking into why everybody's retarded.
Yeah.
Maybe that could be the case.
Problem solved.
Problem solved.
It's like, hey, that's how you do it.
that
So
is
for the
true.
record,
I mean,
for the record, but everyone told Jeff Berwick you like anarchy so much, then why don't you go to Somalia? So he did and went with Luke Rudowski, and I asked him, how was it? And he said, well, we had armed guards with us everywhere we went, and there wasn't a whole lot going on. But when we were back in the hotel, we were in the courtyard of the hotel, but like a rectangular hotel with a courtyard in the middle where you can sit there and not worried about getting murdered. He said that they were in the flight path of the airport, the Mogadishu airport, and the only planes that they could see flying in were private jets. And they were like, "Whose private jets are those?" And they're asking the guy they were with, and he was like, "World Bank. The World Bank's the only one coming and going from here." It's like, oh shit. So it's super dangerous, really, really poor, and the only planes coming in are bankers.
Garbage.
Sounds like a recipe for disaster.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they're coming around to help them out.
Sounds like
They're trying to get them on track.
They're like, hey,
Probably.
everyone
You need
here's
some- you need
retarded. We
somebody
should
to
probably
get
take
on track.
everything from them.
some
Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna get y'all back where you need to be.
loans.
Mhm. Yeah. I like that.
You
We're
see,
gonna
what
get
your
y'all
problem
right
is
back where
you
you
don't have
need to
money.
be. Mm-hmm. That's it. That is the
What,
problem.
Step right up. Step right up. You guys seem lucky. Let me interest you in a long-term 50-year loan by the World Bank at 12% interest compounding. And if you fall behind in the payments, we invade your country and take your gold.
Sounds good.
That don't sound like a good deal.
Would you like
That
to-
sounds like a good deal to me. Yeah.
Great.
It's like, well,
I
we
don't
need
know,
that money.
mean,
So I mean,
there's
hey,
plenty of countries that have signed up for this shit deal, and I don't know. Keep finding
Yeah.
buyers for it, but
exactly. Look, eventually, this happens all the time where people make bad deals due to circumstances. That's happened here in the States quite a bit. All right. If you could go back and look throughout your family lineage, there was probably somebody who was well-to-do, had a lot of land, and they got in trouble and had to sell shit pennies on the dollar. And so now, generations later, your family ain't got shit. So it just is what it is. Your great granddaddy, daddy five back, had to sell 200 acres because the nigga had a damn had a gambling problem, and they found out he knocked up a chick in another I wouldn't say another state, probably 20 miles up the road, which would take you 5 days to get to. So I mean, they're like, man, some shit got to go down now, Bo. I mean, we need some payment now. And like, damn, man, I mean, I ain't got nothing to give you but this land. It's like, we'll take it. I said, all right, will that get you off my back? Yeah, because I mean, you won't doing shit back then. It won't like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get all this and this for the land. It's just like, oh, I had land, I'm on 10 fields. It's like whatever, So it's a little bit different than now. Depending on your
I
locations,
think
you
my
can
grandparents
really
lost their.
really cash in.
I think my grandparents lost their grocery store because they were degenerate gamblers gambling on the horse track down the street. The horses. So
That sounds like some mafia shit.
that's the story I was told. That's the story I was told.
But that's the way it
Mafia,
works.
yeah.
Like some issue in your life makes it where you have to sell shit pennies on the dollar most of the time. That's what people are like, oh man, that's predatory lending and stuff. I'm like, yeah, because you got yourself in a fucked up situation. And so I mean, of course there's
Yeah, if you're at
predators
the
out there.
pawn
There's
shop,
predators
you're getting-
everywhere.
you're
Yeah.
getting- Yeah.
Hey, half the good shit in my life,
Don't
my
borrow
dad
money
brought
you
home
can't
from a
afford to pay
poker
back.
game. So gambling can be good.
Yeah. It can be good when you win and leave. But that's the issue though, because when you win, you get that rush, and you're like, man, I could win more, and that's usually when you lose everything.
He seemed to win a lot.
So-
I didn't know about any of his losses at least, and but also everyone was terrified of him. So I'm not sure how much of his winning was like winning, and how much of it was like that's mine now, and you're not going to do shit about it.
Okay, I got you.
I don't know, but we got a lot of good shit.
Oh, Charlie, you had something?
There's a legendary story in Las Vegas in the real estate world about a guy who had a bunch of land in on the side of this mountain that wasn't really super valuable in Henderson, which is where I lived, and he lost it in a card game. It's just this massive amount of land in one of these underground card games. And it's so funny because I'm sure at the time he probably had no idea that he was, I mean, it's a crazy thing to gamble away, and it's crazy that he had all this land to begin with, but they're currently developing the new Four Seasons two tower residences on his land, and they've
Oh, man.
also built out this community called Iskaya, which is the most expensive real estate in town. On that piece of land, they totally took the side of the mountain. I mean, it's like I own that mountain over there. Like, I'll put it up in the card game, and the mountain is only good if you can do something with it. They sawed into the side of the mountain, just steps, and just made this like terraced Hollywood Hills looking. By the time it all gets done, it'll look like the Hollywood Hills, just into the side of the mountain. And it was all in this land that was like legendary Vegas gambling lure, like just.
And it's funny because
maybe half true. Maybe
the Vegas
90%
landlords,
true, I don't know.
The
Maybe
Vegas
got
landlords are the
robbed
ones
for
making
it.
the money over the casinos. All the properties on the strip have been sold out to Vici Properties, I think they're called. So every damn one of those casinos has a landlord. They make billions a year, whether the casinos do good, whether they don't do good. It's really kind of fucked up how that system works.
Fuck you, pay me.
Yeah.
Oh no, the casino, the predatory casinos got taken advantage of by the predatory bankers.
So sad. Who will think of the fucking casinos?
And they
Right.
and they should. I mean, shouldn't they have the
Gotcha, bitch. You want to taking people's money at roulette tables all the fucking time. Yeah, you just walked into a banker trap, you dummy. You just sold all your assets, and now you're leasing back. You're paying lease on the land you used to own, and now you're forced to jack up the prices on everything. And now no customers will come there to stay at your place because you've had to jack the prices up to pay these guys. And what'd you do with the money? What'd you do with the money you got up front for selling your land? Did you invest it with Bernie Madoff or Jeffrey Epstein or who the fuck? I mean, these guys got paid a lot of money. I don't want to hear them complain like, oh, we can't pay our monthly nut every month. Well, what the fuck did you do with the principal that you took out? I mean, it's not like they just stole it from you and now you have to pay them rent. You got money from it. What'd you invest that in? Unless you invested it in Bitcoin, you fucked up. So I don't know. I don't give a shit. I hope and they've got a demographic problem with the new generation is not down for drinking $19 gin and tonics and playing $50 a hand blackjack. They're not into it. So,
yeah, they're gonna have to make some sort of new draw. It's gonna be like virtual reality whores or something. Like you can't get AIDS from them because they're not real anyway, but you feel it all somehow. That's what it's gonna be.
So they'll have to update the mobile billboards that say girls direct to your room in 30 minutes or less. It's going to be like 30 seconds or less.
Yeah.
They're all digital whores now.
Just attach this to your dick, put these glasses
Robot
on,
whores.
you're good to go.
Okay. So you stick your dick in one of those
some money. We'll beat you
mechanical
up and stuff
flashlights.
you in the
Yes.
we've
get a
arrived.
flashlight, and then to make the real experience, we'll beat you up and pack you in ice in the bathtub and put a fake scar on you. You can pretend like some whore stole your kidney.
Yes.
Well, no society has reached its pinnacle when you can just 3D print your whore.
Yes.
Oh man.
There she is.
Yeah, but you gotta have that skin.
Women will be on their best behavior after that. I'll tell you. There'll be no more piping it, but no more piping up.
I don't know. I don't know if they will or not.
Movie theater asking what's going on, what happened here. Be like, bitch, you can be replaced so fast. You better not be asking me questions during this movie. The robot doesn't ask
the printer in the corner and like threaten to press it every time.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good
3PO,
one.
get over
I'll turn her back on. I'll turn her on. Don't play with me. I will go turn
3PO,
her
get
on
over here
right
and
now.
massage
All
my
right?
balls.
Oh, we are so much closer to that than what people
Where's my
think we
R2 unit to
are.
juggle my balls? Get over here.
Yeah, that's like right
Did you
around the
guys-
corner.
Speaking of Epstein and Jeff Berwick and Luke Radowski, remember when they went to Epstein Island and that was like the only view of Epstein Island we had ever had was them fucking going around Epstein Island. Well, now apparently they've released like all these photographs and most of them are shit that like doesn't matter or was stuff you saw if you saw Jeff Berwick and Luke do that. But then they have this one picture of like the dentist room. Did you see that?
Yeah. With the
Oh
heads
my
on the wall.
God.
Yes.
Yeah. Just like all these weird masks, and they're all white old men that are like flabby, like they're all different masks, but they're all similar too. And it's all like in this dentist chair in this fucking room. And I'm like, well, quite clearly this is a torture room. Good God.
I bet you those
There's
masks
no
are of like
explanation.
actual politicians or something.
Oh, weird. I wonder if you could check if like you could tell if you look at it close enough. I like
Well, one of
saw it
them looked
once
like
and I was
Ted
like, I
Cruz.
never want to see this again.
I thought one of them looked like Ted Cruz, so I was like, is that all
Oh,
politicians?
Yeah,
Oh God.
it probably is.
Imagine getting dentally raped by a guy wearing a Ted Cruz mask.
That's where they implant the cyanide tooth for when you get caught.
Yeah.
That makes sense, actually.
Yeah.
That would be like the only
It's also
purpose
where
for
they
that room that
torture
made
you
sense.
to extract adrenochrome.
Mm-hmm.
Adrenochrome is extraction room as well.
Yeah, this is a torture room to get the adrenochrome out. It's so fucked up. So here's the other thing. Seems like a tangent, but I swear it's not because it has to do with torture and mind control. I had no fucking clue that Katy Perry was with Justin Trudeau. Like as a couple.
I thought I said that the other week, a few weeks ago.
Did you? I guess it like because I think like I can't even imagine that it's real.
It feels like he's breaking
that
a
makes
rule.
no sense at all.
It feels like he's breaking some Illuminati rule.
I mean,
I think they like sent her as like a thank you for playing the game. You did everything we asked. Here's your mind control prize. Here's your little sex kitten prize.
Well, I mean, she is really smart. She went to space.
Yeah, but doesn't he like men?
Yeah, true. The
At
other
that
thing is
level,
they
it's just no
usually use
difference.
He can say he's
they
like
usually use
I'm
women
banging,
for
I'm banging an
handlers.
astronaut now.
Like because they're the
Beards.
I don't know, they're the witches. They're the ones who can control people. I don't know. That's what they say. So maybe she's his handler. And
but here's what's weird. Here's what's weird
maybe,
about
but
that. Okay, here's what's
To
weird.
be pussy whipped, don't you have to like pussy?
yeah, right.
Well, not necessarily. Look, the here's the weird thing. Okay, here goes her boyfriends. Matt Thiessen, who was the lead singer of Reliant K. Travie McCoy, who was a rapper. Russell Brand, who was a comedian. Orlando Bloom, who was an actor. Calvin Harris, who was a DJ. He writes a bunch of music. And then Justin Trudeau. Like, that's like way off. Like, it's like, hold on a second. I mean,
they're all
that's
fake
Honeypot
people,
Central.
like doing bullshit jobs. These are all like artificial people, I think. I mean,
I don't
Katy
know. I
Perry,
love
who the
Russell
fuck is
Brand
she?
actually. I've always
yeah, but
loved
it was
Russell
rappers
Brand.
and actors. It was rappers and actors. Rappers,
I saw
singers,
him at-
actors, and then Trudeau. It's like, that's weird.
And then Trudeau. And Trudeau's ugly. I mean, like she's objectively
And
good looking.
gay.
And
She,
super
yeah,
gay.
and gay.
Super
So-
duper gay.
He's ugly and gay, and now he has like one
The
of the
most
hottest.
important
I guess she's
component of this as
older,
well.
but she's still like top tier, goods. Like what? I don't know. What is she? Like an 8, 9, 10? She's up there, right? And Justin Trudeau.
She's got 3 years left. And
That's probably true. This is her safety, like end of
he's
the
got
run.
3 years left too. I don't know. It's
disturbing.
I don't know. I don't know what's worse. I don't know what's a more obnoxious couple, those two or the Prince Harry and Meghan. That chick. I don't know if you've seen some of the work that has come out. This goes beyond like she's super obnoxious and goes into the people who have put her picture by picture, side by side next to Diana, and the outfits, the exact same outfits, like she's wearing the exact same outfits as her husband's mom in a very mathematically, statistically impossible sort of way.
Yeah.
And you have to ask what the fuck is going on.
Yeah.
I mean, this
That's
guy put
psycho.
a compilation picture of it. It was like 5 pictures across and like 6 down. It's not like twice. It's like
Yeah.
30 times. And there's you look at it and you go, no, she is 100% copying her. The way the sweater was tied, the way the shoes were, were unlaced or whatever. It was down to every detail, like to the point where you go, oh, she's for sure got one of those cork boards with the red string and has cut out ransom notes, out of Vogue magazine covers and shit like that. Like you have to that Meghan Markle needs to be institutionalized for sure. She's a danger to everybody, I think.
Yeah. That's pretty creepy. I was just seeing something about her. I wish I could remember what it was, but it was something like her being implicated in weird sex rings or Illuminati shit too. So I shouldn't even say it because I can't remember, but
I actually
I was like, huh, I
haven't
wouldn't
seen
doubt
that.
that.
That'd be interesting to see.
Yeah. I know she's also
You know who
in the family, supposedly.
you know who's been getting a free pass over there in the royal family about there's obviously questions about Prince Andrew and his relationship to Jimmy Savile, but nobody's talking about his ex-wife Fergie. Fergie's in a children's charity that she started with Cantor Fitzgerald's Howard Lutnick and another guy who was the former headmaster of the Stowe School, which is a school known for rampant pedophilia.
Oh God.
From the headmasters down, where they torture and rape boys. And these 3 people have a children's charity. So Fergie is not some angel. She's as involved in this shit as the rest of them. Maybe even more, because this children's charity, massive questions about it, of course. Howard Lutnick, Epstein's next door neighbor. Epstein is best friends with Andrew, and then Andrew's wife starts a charity with Epstein's next door neighbor. What are the fucking chances?
And it's like people think that women are
I didn't know
more
he was doing
trustworthy
this.
or something. Like Laura Silsby and the Clintons down in Haiti, that's like, oh, I'm a lady, so I can take your kids and they'll be safe with me. And then here they are feeding them into the mouth of the pedivores,
Never
literally.
see him again.
Yeah. So disturbing. So wait, did she lose her title along with, because he's not Prince Andrew anymore. He's just Andrew now. Because they stripped him officially. So he's like, I
don't know.
I don't think that necessarily means anything as far as his like power and influence goes, but officially he's not in the royal family anymore. So would she not be either?
Who are we talking about?
I'm
Andrew
not sure,
and
but
what, Markle?
Stands to reason.
Fergie? Prince Andrew and
Fergie.
Fergie, I guess, is his wife.
We're talking about Sarah Ferguson, aka Fergie, the wife of Prince Andrew. Prince Andrew
okay, y'all messed me up.
was married to.
I ain't gonna lie to you. When you said Fergie, I thought you meant the singer.
Yeah.
I was like, Fergie's married to Prince Andrew? I said, hold on a second. I missed some shit. I said, I missed something.
Not her.
I'm gonna keep going. Okay. That messed me up.
No, the royal. There was a big, in the 90s, she was a big deal. I don't know. They make a big deal out of the royals. The Americans don't give a fuck about it, but the Brits love it.
Some Americans care way too much, actually.
Obsessed
it's like
about
it. Disgusting.
Like, some Americans do. Yeah,
like I fucking hate the British. Like fuck them all.
Come on, bud.
Fucking cowards.
Come on, man. Some of the British out there holding things down.
What'd they do to you?
I don't even know. Must have been something in a past life because I really hate them for no fucking reason. But fuck all them.
Maybe you were in the Revolutionary War.
Oh man, I've been told I have
goddamn sick of this
a British sense of humor.
I do love British comedies.
Who told you that?
What?
Who told you had a British sense of humor?
Oh, who told me? Oh, I've been told that by British people.
Oh, okay.
I think it's a compliment.
Yeah.
I mean, to them, I think they're saying it to me as a compliment. I don't know what it means really, but I do like all the classic British stuff like Monty Python and Faulty Towers and shit like that. Like, I love all that John Cleese type of humor. I mean, yeah, Benny Hill. I mean, before you realize that Benny Hill is like a fucking predator pervert, like, I don't know if you noticed that, but his whole stick is that like he's like going around smacking people, like women on the ass and everything, and it's in because it's sped up and they've got the like zany circus music going, it turns it kind of funny and they've got a laugh track going, so you're supposed to laugh at it, but the reality is like sometimes they would show these scenes that were meant to be funny, but it was like of them like pulling up in this big white van, getting out with a net, capturing children and putting them in the back of the van and driving off with them. And then it was like a laugh track and everything. I was watching. I'm like, I don't think that's very funny. I don't know what the fuck is. I think that's kidnapping, but it was like Savile shit.
Oh wow.
Sort of like in your face, but disguised as wacky British humor.
You see, I thought growing up that like smacking women on the ass was okay till like the 90s.
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
God forbid we stop doing this tradition. Has been in place for hundreds of thousands of years.
Yeah, but here's you see smacking women on the ass was more of like a, about 6th grade to probably about 9th grade type deal. That's when you were trying to figure out what was going on. That's really when a lot of it was happening. Everybody was just kind of touching each other inappropriately, just trying to figure out, trying to navigate this. So how do I feel when I grab this as opposed to when I grab this? I'm like, okay, I feel good when I grab that. Not so much when I grab that. Okay, so you start figuring out what you want to do. All right, so I seen it more as that.
So you're able to determine what kind of women you like based on the handful of ass you grab in between 6th and 9th grade.
Yeah, it's important.
Yeah, there you go.
Like the medical books.
That's what it was. The chicks they would grab up on dude, they rub a dude or something like that. He'd be like, we're just trying to figure out what's happening here. You didn't really know what was happening. You're just trying to figure it out. That's when they started, introducing to sex ed and stuff like that. And you were trying to get hands-on experience, early on before you got a vehicle. When you got a vehicle is usually when most people were able to go full-fledged unless they were fucking one of their teachers. But I mean that's pretty much it. If you weren't fucking a teacher, you really wasn't able to get into the game until you had your own license and a vehicle to drive.
Quite a bit these days. What's up with that? What's up
there was
with
a teacher that was definitely fucking a kid at our school, and everybody knew it. And then when he graduated, she bought him a convertible car, and it was like, it's a little obvious, but okay.
We appreciate that. I appreciate it. No, look, it's middle-aged white women. Middle-aged white women fuck folk at school, okay? Watch out for them. I don't know what the deal is between the ages of 27 to about 40. For some reason, they want some of that young cock. That's what they want. Underage cock. That's what they're looking.
It's because they're not grown up yet. They're not healed. The reason they chose they may not have even known it, but the reason they chose teaching was so that they could continue to be in that same mindset. Whereas ideally you're choosing teaching because you want to help kids grow up and help them learn things. But some people are like, I want to still be in the drama. I want to be back where I was cool or whatever. I don't know, where I understood things still. And so then they go to teaching, and now they're attracted to these kids because they're the same mental state as them. Right? I'm not excusing them. I'm saying there's something fucking wrong with them. But this is the psychology of what drove them into that. Some of them were predators to begin with, and they went there to get access to their prey. And some of them are just really fucked up people.
Yeah, but most of them are married, though. Most of them are married.
That's weird too.
That's what's bad. Like if I'm a dude, look, as a guy, it's devastating, if you find out your chick's cheated on you. If I find out she cheated on me with a 14-year-old,
with a 12-year-old,
man, I'm through, man. I'm through. Yeah. I'm like, my dick game that bad?
There's nothing to work on after that.
Yeah. It's like, hey, get back out there. I'm like, for what? But I got beat out by a 14-year-old, okay? What am I getting at? But nigga ain't got a job,
I'm gonna
man.
retire.
You know what I'm saying?
He doesn't even have a dick
Can't
yet.
pay a bill or nothing. Yeah,
Not
I
even
don't know.
fully formed. That's why it
Dick
can't
ain't
be
rich final
sexual.
form.
You're not in a sexual, like, this isn't a sexual attraction because there's nothing there to be sexually attracted to, you know? Like, it's all psychology. It's all fucked up.
Great.
I don't know, man. I think that would destroy your psyche forever. I just think it would. I'd just be like, man, I don't know. I don't know if I can get back
Think
out
of the
there
husband.
after that. Yeah, I mean, can I really get back out there? Now, it ain't like my man. The guy from Tennessee, Megan Hall. She cheated on her husband with a bunch of grown men. So you're like, okay, he's a grown man. Obviously, you know, they just putting it down better than I can. Okay, fair enough. All right. I wasn't doing something right. Or she's just insane and she was taking on a dick. Okay, fair enough. But like a 12-year-old, I'm
It's
like,
always the latter.
yeah, yeah, I'm like a 12-year-old. I mean, he ain't no way. I ain't getting beat out by no fucking 12-year-old.
Maybe when we get to an age where they just go sexually crazy and we'll just throw it on the table for whatever.
Only if they're insane to begin with. Like, you don't just
That's a half
suddenly
of
go
them,
there.
right, at
You've been
least?
fucked up your whole time and maybe you just never noticed it. And this was like the moment that it became too obvious to ignore. Oh my God.
Yeah. Yeah, but like you were saying, Lindsay, I mean, predators they infiltrate areas where their prey is going to be at. I mean, that's what you
I've
do.
never worked at a school where I wasn't like, there's a pedophile, there's a pedophile, there's a pedophile. Like, I don't know how people don't fucking notice it, to be honest. Like, it blows my mind that people are just like, what, him? I'm like, yeah, dude, did you ever pay any attention to anything he says or does? Like, it's a blaring fucking sign flashing in your goddamn face, and people are just like, shoo. Like, no, I don't know. I don't know why. I think people think I'm exaggerating. I think they think I have some sort of bone to pick or something. I'm like, no, dude, your school, if your kid's at a school, your kid's next to a fucking pedophile at some point. Like, every school, every grade, always. That's never not true. And also, just like, so take that and say, like, anytime my kid's going to a school, there's a pedophile there who wants to fuck them. And then also next to that, place that at least half the teachers your kid's ever going to encounter are retarded. I mean, they might not actually be 80 IQ, but they're like broken fucking retards. Like, they don't know things and they're not intelligent. Those are the people that you're putting your kids in the hands of. Not an exaggeration. That was my fucking lived experience.
I think you mean 70 IQ.
Yeah, sorry.
Lindsay, you got to get with the times now.
I can't
It's
get with the
70
times.
IQ.
This is
Things have changed. Vaccine has changed. What a woman is has changed. What a recession is has changed. Niggas been telling me that
What an idiot is has changed.
yeah, niggas have been telling me that we on the cusp of going into recession for 5 years. I said, nigga, we been recessed.
Yeah.
What we talking about? I said, we been recessed. I mean, they keep saying, oh man, we on the cusp of one. I'm like, ain't we in one? Like, haven't we just been perpetually in one? I guess that's why nobody knows what it looks like anymore. Because we've just been like
True.
full-fledged in one for like 5 years.
Well,
I'm
if you
just
look at charts, like everything is on the verge of collapse. Like everything, fucking everything. I watched a thing on silver today, and people are saying like silver either just hit 50 or is about to hit $50. And like,
$58. They hit
yeah.
$58.
yeah, the silver
Double.
people are panicking because they're like, this shouldn't be $58. So everything's overvalued right now for some reason. I still
It
can't
should
figure out.
be
I watch economic shit all the time.
$158.
What's that? What'd you say, Charlie?
I said it should be $158.
Yeah, it should be way higher, right?
I don't know. I'm
'Cause
not
they've
a
been
metals guy. They're
manipulating it?
shiny rocks. They're stupid.
Corey didn't like the shiny
Well,
rocks.
it's well, the thing is, it's not so much that, you know, the problem is you don't know what the price of silver should be, because they've been manipulating it for a long time with the paper market. They've been shorting paper silver into the market on Friday afternoons. They do it every week to keep the price low, and they've done it forever. and it's a dirty trick, and they've been busted doing it, and they've paid fines, and they've been found guilty and all that shit. I mean, it's not even a secret. That's what they do. They have to keep the price down. They need it for industrial purposes, and they need it for military purposes, and they need it for all kinds of shit. And they don't want it to look appealing to people. Instead, they want them to look at like government bonds and other so-called stable assets. You know, they just don't want them to think about silver in that way. But once they lose control of that, and someone put in a request or a demand for physical silver, and it shut down the silver market on the Friday after Thanksgiving. It shut it down, and they said, "Oh, the server overheated," which was, of course, horse shit, and everybody knew it was. They were trying to buy themselves the weekend to figure out how to deliver silver, and everybody that had silver, that was in the business, that had a lot of silver, apparently got phone calls saying, "Can we get your silver?" Trying to deliver to this guy, and they worked out some deal and negotiated with this dude, and guy was trying to blow up the silver market and corner it like the Hunts did in 1980. And so, like, this so the price of silver is whatever they say it is right now, but the true price of it, once they take their foot off of the throat, is going to be, who knows? It should be triple digits.
Well, it
It
seems
should
like they're doing
easily
the
be
same
triple
thing to
digits.
Bitcoin right now. The Bitcoin market is completely being manipulated.
They are.
Every time,
It's like they lowered it down for Vanguard to jump in. Did you see?
and also what
how
they're doing
Vanguard
is
just jumped in the
people.
low 80s.
Did they really? No shit. So
Yeah, Vanguard
been-
changed their mind. They had said that they were never going to hold Bitcoin. It was against their whole policy. It was against their standards, and they were not going to do it, and they're not going to do it. And they said it even as early as last year, we're not going to do it. And they announced last week, we're going to do it.
another thing that's been happening is the exchanges have been
Not only are we
coordinating to
gonna do
liquidate
it,
longs.
we already bought it.
So every time
Yeah.
someone sets a long position and they get near the long position, they sell to avoid paying out the long. So that's manipulation, and there's no rules against it in crypto. So they've been doing it like crazy.
When you say avoid paying out the loan, Corey, fill me in on that.
So if you got Bitcoin and it's 100 grand and it goes to 110 grand,
Mhm.
you make $10,000 in theory. But if you do a long, you can do it with a multiplier like 10x or up to 100x in some places.
Mhm.
And then when it goes up 10,000, you make 100,000 or a million or whatever based on the 10,000. So people bet that
Okay.
it's going to go to that price. And so before it gets to that price, the markets all fucking
Super
sell
dangerous.
out. So it flushes everyone's longs away.
Oh, got you. So that's why the people got wiped out.
Yeah,
Am I
right.
correct?
Right.
On that
Anytime you hear about
previous,
people
okay.
getting wiped out, it's because they're leveraging their trades. So that's good if you got a sure thing, like that motherfucker who knew about the tariffs and was tanked at the price of Bitcoin, who shorted Bitcoin, made like $100 million in like a day from shorting Bitcoin, and he got out. He entered at the top, got out at the bottom. So if you're an inside trader, it's great.
I'll be damned.
If there's a way to
But
find a way to gamble
how long
on
can
something, they'll do it.
Mhm.
And I just watched the whole thing on these prediction markets.
How long can they manipulate the price?
Forever. For fucking ever. Yeah, I think there's only like 1.5 million Bitcoin on exchanges, period. That's not a whole lot for people to be buying and selling and manipulating. So, and the liquidity will never be there. You'll never have. This is like record numbers of Bitcoin at the low end. But this is going to be looked back at one day as like, oh my God, I can't believe there were 1.5 million Bitcoin on the market. So that number, when it falls to under 1 million on the market, that's pretty wild. They let it get pretty close, but then they flood it back in. It's all liquidity games. And then like the stock market, it seems like now that I figured out pretty much everything's manipulation. Nothing's organic. The whole stock market is a fraud. You know, it's pretty wild.
Yeah. The way they measure things are a fraud, you know, like the way 7 stocks in particular are responsible for the, 94% of the gains or something crazy like that. Just totally disproportionate to what you think. And they say, oh, stock market's good, everything's fine, it's healthy. It's like, well, yeah, it's like these 7 companies are kicking ass. And by the way, they're super overvalued because they're hyped because of AI and shit like that, and everyone has questions. So maybe they're not as great as you think they are, but they're certainly not an accurate representation of the other companies. The other companies are bad, falling apart, firing people, spending a bunch of money on AI to discover that it doesn't fit with their company and then having to take a big loss on it. That's a new thing. So
Yeah,
get ready for that.
it know the AI, if I'm correct, it know the AI companies just like giving money to each other to give it back to each other. The
Yeah.
chip company give money to the AI company give money back to the chip company to give it to this other AI
They're
company to give it
showing
to a chip company.
revenue, and yeah, you're gonna buy. Yeah, you're gonna buy my chips for the next 10 years, and I can put that. I can kind of book that and show that as like future revenue for my investors and then because of that, then your company makes your company look more attractive to some other company that might want to invest in your company. And next thing you know, you're getting a bunch of money because your company looks good because you're showing these. It's just you could show them whatever you want. This is no different than the .com bubble. I lived through that. Like I was actively day trading during the .com stuff, so I remember all the scam companies. I remember all that shit. Like this feels very much like it.
Well, one thing that's interesting is that you've got Nvidia pumping out all these chips and all these AI companies that are like, they're not nonprofits, they're all making money. But then China has gone ahead and open sourced their top 2 AI models, which are supposed to be on par with everything else. So how the fuck does that even work? You got a company dependent on people buying your service, and then the Chinese just give the shit out for free. Like completely undermines the entire process.
They fucked the model up. Yeah, the Chinese just submarine the West.
Well, it's just and it's also hilarious
bet
that
there's
all the
stuff is
energy
just
concerns around
good.
Bitcoin are out the window now. Like I don't hear anybody saying anything about Bitcoin farms using all the
Oh,
energy.
for sure. I don't want to hear. Yeah, I don't want to hear any of that bullshit when you're talking about AI server farms.
You know, I looked at a chart
Because
of data centers around the world. There's more
Uh-huh.
data centers in America than like the rest of the world times like 100. We have like 6,000 data centers, and the next like biggest competitor was like 100 and something. It's truly fucking unbelievable how much of our energy is going into these fucking pieces of junk. So we can make
Good, because
stupid
it'll
little
force us
videos.
into fucking nuclear and we'll get our shit together finally. All our nuclear waste is actually nuclear energy. We use our waste to 10% of use so that if it doesn't get to 0, because at 0 is when it breaks down and causes a big problem for everybody and blows up in our face. You could use it to 80% and still have a 20% margin before you come close to the danger line, but we use it to 10%. So we still have at least 70% in every single rod we have stored. We have enough energy already to bring us through the next many centuries. And then it wouldn't be waste anymore. And we would take care of nuclear waste and our energy problems in one fell swoop. But they're actually doing it. Someone just reopened 3 Mile Island. I think it was Bill Gates.
That's interesting. Russia just came up with some way to get rid of nuclear waste. Like
we don't have to. We could just use it. We can just fucking use it. We're just retarded. We're retarded with all of it. It's retarded to use something to 10% and then store it underwater for the rest of time. Like that's retarded. Why? There's no fucking reason at all, except they didn't want it to be as efficient as it was. I mean, it's the last dying grap on like controlling the world's energy supply or something, because once we have energy that is cheaper or freer, shit changes instantly. Like that is the one thing that is the thing that controls the rest of the value of every single thing on Earth.
We just put all these immigrants in hamster wheels, so we'll be fine.
Yes, is your IQ below 90?
Day 0
get in the hamster
wheels.
I had somebody ask a question. Why Stanley Tucci's connected? Hey, they talking about you, Charlie. Is Charlie like Stanley Tucci?
I feel like there's something there.
Oh my god, that's really funny. There might
it's a
be.
loose.
Yeah.
It's a loose correlation.
Yeah, there might be.
I don't know. Your connection's been a little off, Charlie, but we've been working with
That's
it.
the gayest compliment I've ever gotten, I think.
Sorry.
Oh, okay. I know who that is now. I was sitting there. I was like, wait, Stanley
Who am I
Tucci.
thinking?
No,
Maybe
I
I'm not
know.
thinking of the right person.
He's doing like a cool cooking show. I think he's
Oh,
doing
hold on.
actually like a fun go around the world, go to Italy. Oh, go to Italy and do a cooking show.
Oh, I was
if
thinking
I
of someone
saw that
totally
correctly.
different. That is not who I was thinking of.
Stanley Tucci. No, there we go.
I have to
That's what I'm
find the
saying.
guy
I
I'm
think
thinking
this guy,
of.
I'm pretty sure this guy is on fire.
He's an actor, right?
Zoom that thing in.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he's been in a bunch of stuff.
That's not who I was thinking of, though. I was thinking of some other actor, and now I have to figure out his name. I'll send it to you when I figure it out.
Mm.
I don't know. That's pretty good. I don't know.
203.
Yeah, the connection's just
That's
been a little
funny.
bit off, but
I'll
we've been
take
working
it.
with it. It's all good. It's all good. We've been working with it, working around it. Where we at? Oh yeah, prisons, cash, CBDC. It's all. I mean, so CBDC. Well, I mean, what we give it? Plus or minus 5 years.
Poof. They're trying to roll it out next year in the EU.
Oh,
That's what they just said. Van der Leyen or
yeah.
one of those people. As in
In
2026.
5 years, you'll be, they'll be scanning your butthole when you walk in a store and already know who you are and have it tied to your social credit score, and you can't buy any meat. In 5 years, it's gonna be a different world, man.
It reminds me, whatever happened to them fucking butt swipe fucking COVID tests? Those didn't last very long, did they?
That's the ones
I
in
think
China.
That was a
That was in
psyop.
China. No, that was in China. They were over
I
here
think that
checking
was
your
part of the
butthole. I'm like,
demoralization campaign.
Swear to God, I need to stick this up your butt. Bend over.
In America, we got their buttholes.
I just like any person who
Just because they
let
could. They're like,
yourself,
I bet we can get them to
you let yourself
swipe their
get
assholes.
shit shoved up your butthole. Like, you deserve it then. Because, like, why would you ever let anybody
it's
for any reason?
100%. It's on you.
What self-respecting
Totally on
person?
you.
Holy shit. Get some self-respect. Get your shit together, and then people can't take advantage of you anymore. Like,
Greater good,
fuck.
greater good.
Fuck. For entertainment purposes, I'll say
No,
if they try to like
we have
make
to
us
take-
butthole swipe or have whatever injected into us or have some sort of implant, then those people will all get shot by someone near me. Or
I'm not doing the butthole swiping,
Entertainment
okay?
purposes.
I do not give
Allegedly.
a fuck, all right? Do not give a fuck at all. If it's my last day, to just be my last day. I'm not doing the booty hole
Yeah.
swipe. You're not scanning it. You're not checking it. You're not licking it or touching it. Get away from me.
So
all
that
right?
And
reminds
someone's
me.
going
See?
down with me. Taking you down with me. Good
So-
good luck.
That reminds me, they've been making this big deal about when you fly, you got to have a real ID.
No, you don't.
Them motherfuckers never looked at my ID one time when I went to the airport. Not
Yeah,
once.
dude.
They fucking facial recognitioned me twice
Yeah.
and then said, okay, without looking at my ID. That scared the
Opt
fuck out of
out.
me.
Yeah. That is
can opt
creepy
out.
as fuck. Yeah, last time
Well,
I
it
went
is
through,
right.
they also
They did say real ID, didn't they? Didn't they say real ID that you had
that
to
was
have
supposed to be
it?
back in like September or something, but
Yeah.
it's the same as always. This is like the 7th time they've tried to do it, and every time no one complies, and they're like, "Oh, just joking. We were joking. You don't actually have to have." They just kind of like let it go and don't say shit. And now they're coming back and they're like, "Well, if you don't have it, we have an option for you to still fly, but it's $250." And I'm like, "No one's going to do that either, so that's also not going to work. So good luck." It's like because like maybe that's a positive of people's IQs lowering is they don't even know what they're supposed to be doing, so they just show up, and then you've got like the cattle herd, and you've got to put them somewhere, so they just like, we don't need real ID again for the 7th time. Try it again in a few years.
That's Mexico. That's what they do in Mexico. Whatever the herd decides they want to do, they
That's
have to
what
do. And then the government's job and the police's job is to just manage that.
Pretend that's what they already wanted.
They're not tell them you're going to do the other thing because you're not going to do the other thing. They're just not going to listen to you. So just make sure that doesn't go off the rails. That's all.
But it would have been the same with COVID. If everybody just didn't do it, they would have been like, yeah, oh, the virus is gone. That's crazy, guys. Like, they'll just find a way to make it work with their narrative. But like, we have all the power. All of it.
That's what happened with
don't think so.
That's what happened with the swine flu with damn Obama. He just said, "Hey, stop
Oh, yeah.
testing for it," and it went away. Stop testing for it. Oh, okay, no problem. It went right away, like it never
There it goes.
existed. I was like, that's all you got to do. I mean,
Seriously.
because folks are just going to continue to, oh yeah, people get sick, people die. It's just one of those things. If you make a big deal about it, then folks are like, oh man, now somehow I can save myself by wearing this mask and standing 6 feet apart and not gathering unless I'm gathering for a BLM rally. Okay, I mean, you know, what I'm saying? I mean that's that would be the premise there.
Yeah.
I mean, my goodness.
Dude,
So,
and swine flu
so
was my first year teaching, and the principal there was like, you might have to get a vaccine for this. And I was like, no. And she was like, no, I'm saying you have to. And I'm like, no, I'm saying no. And she's like, no, I mean, you won't have a job if you don't. And I'm like, then I guess you have to hire someone. I will not. Like, I don't know why you think this is a discussion I'm having. No means no.
Like I'm still like awestruck. Like the entire vaccine thing is a total scam. It's always been a fucking scam.
Always.
I actually watched the recent hearings on COVID and all the major fucking diseases like diphtheria, polio, all that shit. By the time a vaccine came out, the disease was minimal anyway. The deaths were minimal, and they've all gone up since the vaccines come out. So it's stupid. The whole thing is stupid. People are fucking stupid. Don't take your stupid vaccine, people.
Dude, and it's amazing too, because polio is the easiest one to show that the vaccine had nothing to do with people getting better, but it's also the only one people mention when you talk about vaccines. And they're like, no, we need them because polio. And you're like, but that's actually the easiest one to prove that it was chemical poisoning, and that once they stopped chemically poisoning people
with polio, they changed definitions of shit to make it not polio anymore.
Sounds like.
And 80% of the polio that's found out in the is vaccine based polio that's found out in the wild. It's not even like wild polio. It's from the vaccine itself.
So this is also true of measles. 100% of the measles outbreaks we've had in modern era have been from kids who are vaccinated. No kids who are unvaccinated have had measles outbreaks. So like, what is the measles and why do we need a vaccine against it if the only people who get it are vaccinated? No sense. Doesn't make any sense. Oh, but it's actually really cool. They took away the hepatitis B injection for babies, for infants, right after they're delivered.
Saw that.
Why are they moving so slow? Awesome. Robert Kennedy's moving really slow.
I don't know, but it's still good.
Yeah, but here's what I'm saying though. Like when you get in those positions, like once you're there, you look around, you realize that there ain't nothing that's gonna move fast because there's opposition around every corner. Even the folks that say that they like you and they with you, most of them are opposing you. They're getting paid by somebody or some bullshit. I mean, it's just all there is to it. I mean, there's lobbying in every government office. I mean, it's just it. There's no way to get past it. And there's motherfuckers with a lot of money. And so when somebody comes up to you and say, hey, man, you think you can get this agenda pushed for me? It's like, man, I don't know, bud. I mean, my conscience won't let me do that. He said, well, what about $500,000? Yeah, I think I can get that done for you. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Your conscience, it all of a sudden go away when you got $500,000 get put in your bank account. You know, I mean, I'm like, come on now. Now we had I don't know how I say this name, Corona Sonacer. I ain't say that shit right. That's my bad. He said I wasn't politically, or she, I wasn't politically motivated, but I never got that COVID shot. I had to make up some religious exemption shit to get out of it and not get fired from my job. There's quite a few people who did religious stuff.
Good
to get out of it.
Used the church. They
tried to take it away.
They've used innocent people as shields for a long, long time. So you go ahead and use the church as a shield all you want. You don't apologize for it one single bit. You make up whatever kind of bullshit religion you need to not be injected and blame it on these con artists in government or in religion.
Yeah, dude. You were born with your rights, and that is your religion.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that is the religion. It's a major religion. I was born with rights. Okay, so
it's none of your fucking business what religion, motherfucker. He's just like, it's none of your business.
My fact, religion. Oh, Dave, you speak about religion. What was it? And this is
Don't
way
say
off kilter, but y'all
Rastafarian just to be on the safe side. Otherwise, they'll search your
no.
car.
Yeah. But I thought it was funny. What was it? Some dude was talking about Jenna Jameson, how she's, she went from a mattress actress, and then she became religious. But the first religion that she got into was Judaism, and that's because she was dating some
She's
Israeli.
Jewish, yeah.
She's Jewish?
No, she was dating somebody from Israel, and then she got with Tito, and then all of a sudden she's with some other person. Now she's Christian.
I wish there
So
was some way we could
you got
tell.
to switch
Maybe
up.
maybe they should all have to wear a yellow star or something.
What if you?
But you're not a real Jew unless your mother was Jewish. So she's
That's
not really,
bullshit. That's
she was
some
never-
nonsense. Like that ain't how
So
genetics
she's
work.
not. I thought she had converted.
That's how Jews steal
Who
bloodlines.
knows? Who cares?
Oh, you can convert, but Jewish people will look at you and be like, "Well, you're not really a Jew."
You see, this
Your
is
mom-
fucked
Your
up.
mom
You can
wanted
have like
you.
1,000 years of straight up Aryan fucking lineage, and then somebody marries a Jew, and it's all over.
Yeah,
Fucking A, motherfuckers.
done.
That should be illegal.
Hey, look that trumps all. You know what I'm saying? That card takes over everything. It's like when you mix in paint and then you put black in there. Well, the black's gonna overtake it. All right, so it's just like
I'm
it's
telling
like
you,
when you
they did that
mix
shit on
paint, don't put the
purpose to
black in
steal
there.
bloodlines. They totally did it on purpose.
They said, yeah, but it's crazy because it ain't got shit to do with blood. It's like a faction.
Fucking
That's the crazy part.
dude. There's no such thing as Jewish DNA. It's the dumbest fucking concept in the fucking universe, besides Jews in the first place. So yeah, it's fucking ridiculous. There's no Jewish DNA. Motherfucking 23andMe and shit will send you a report saying you got half Jewish DNA. It's like, fuck off, idiots.
There's no such thing. I keep getting I actually noticed this. So on Twitter, I'll try
What do
to
they mean?
say synagogue of Satan and that Jesus said that the Jews were in the synagogue of Satan, and then I get banned or whatever. And so I was like, well, how can I? So then if I quote it, if I say Revelation 3:6, the Jews are the synagogue of Satan, then you can do it. But what I noticed is when they ban me on Twitter for saying synagogue of Satan, I also all of a sudden lose all my views and subscribers on TikTok. And so clearly their social credit score is connected. There's a direct correlation
Damn.
here.
So they got you. They clipped you.
They got,
Yeah,
they're
you
like,
got to
no,
be
you
careful.
can't,
see,
you
that's why you
can't
got.
say that.
Nice.
Like, I'm describing
talk in
reality. This is
code.
in the Bible. I'm saying what Jesus said, dude. They're like, no, you can't say it. But if you quote it directly, you actually can. So they don't want to be perceived as actually suppressing the Bible, but you have to actually directly quote it.
So there's some good news this week. It has come out that the IDF has the highest rate of suicide amongst officers of any other army in the world by a factor
I
of
That's
thought
like
you
10.
said it was
sad.
some good news. I mean, I thought you said good news, Corey.
Oh, that is good news.
This is just let you know.
It's kind of good
Recent
news
statistical updates.
because it means, being
They're
genocidal
baby
is
killers.
weighing on their conscience. If they have a conscience,
Yeah.
is good news.
I'm sure there's one or two of them that have a conscience.
Why did they have a conscience, a guilty conscience? Were they asked to do something unspeakable on October 7th?
Or every day.
I mean,
I mean,
they don't have a problem shooting Palestinians. We know that. Were they asked to do something else on
Like
October
kill their own
7th?
people.
there's
I mean,
potential.
because that would be a reason. That makes sense.
I'm just saying. They're the synagogue of Satan, so.
Well, look. Certain tasks take a certain person, and so whenever you just try to assimilate a whole bunch of people and have them take out a particular task, as far as the elimination of bodies, and some of them being, women, children, then that can weigh on people who actually understand ramifications of what they've
Are
done.
human.
But that's why you try to find the true crazy motherfuckers that don't care. Which are few and far between. It's a
They
whole
don't have
lot.
to look far.
It's not
there
as
in
dense
the
as you think
IDF.
it is. It's not as dense as you think it is. The density of those truly evil motherfuckers are not. It's not as dense as you think it is. All right, because a lot of this shit does weigh on people. And you may not see it right then and there, but a lot of times they come with their stories years later. They have breakdowns of what they had to do all those years ago. So truly, the people without remorse, without any remorse at all, that's a very small population. So
I hope so.
to find
I hope.
those, to find those, and you do what you must in a situation where your life is on the line and the potential life of your family, but that doesn't mean that won't linger with you and haunt you until you die. Let's say that.
What I think they say, like, I could be wrong. I think it was like 3 to 7% of people are true psychopaths. So what, like 3 to 7 out of 100 people are going to be, and even they like don't. It's not like all of them just automatically want to kill and hurt and whatever. Like a lot of them just like become, adrenaline junkies and power junkies, but they're not automatically just killing everyone. And if they did, even though they don't actually have what we think of as a conscience, they still have the desire often to seem as though they do. So they play as though they do. They like adopt those behaviors. So even that can keep them from really going deep into the, full dissociative, whatever murder rampages. So it isn't that many people actually. But if you add like sociopathy, they still can have a conscience and do technically have some version of a conscience. And that's a much larger chunk of people. They're also capable of like greatly horrendous, disgusting acts because they don't have much of a conscience. It's easier for them to ignore their conscience. So they're like, I think 13%.
Also because we know that these people come out of bloodline families or intergenerational type of situations. I think in places like the Washington, D.C. area, where you get a lot of military, industrial complex people and politicians and government officials, I bet you those percentages of psychopaths are a lot higher there. I think there's a higher concentration.
And there's a lot higher
in the DC area. It's a magnet.
It's often like they're more like sociopaths or narcissists, but sociopaths and narcissists can be, again, doing horrible things, but it's more like they've been often tortured and traumatized into deep dissociation, and so they can behave and act like narcissists and sociopaths, but they weren't necessarily like born that way. So people who are like true psychopaths were born that way, and they have a usually brain like an actual issue with their brain. Physically, they are missing a part of their brain, and it's not formed correctly. And so almost no one is that. But yeah, those family lines work with dissociative. They induce dissociation through torture and through satanic ritual abuse and those types of things in order to create like the narcissist and the sociopath, so that they can have people who are capable of those things. So it is a much higher concentration.
Like Katy Perry.
Like Katy Perry, yeah, exactly. That's why I'm like, she's not into that motherfucker. There's no way she likes him. Whatever, she doesn't even know what she likes.
She said she loves some Trudeau cock, man. You know what I'm saying? That Canadian.
Remember when
cock.
she glitched out and her eye wouldn't open? Remember that?
Yeah.
When her eye was closed and she was like tapping on her head and thing was. What was that all about? Clone Factory.
I ain't quite sure what that was.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure what was happening there. I'm like, I'm gonna go ahead and scroll down now and just avoid this. Yeah, I'm gonna avoid this. It seemed like something I wasn't supposed to be looking at. You know what I'm saying? Like this must have accidentally been put up here. I'm not supposed to be looking at this. So that was extremely weird. There's no doubt about it.
Remember the Britney Spears one where she's talking to, I don't know, Diane Sawyer or somebody, and she's just like her normal sort of self, which is still vapid and weird, but like it's Britney Spears, and then Diane Sawyer, whoever it is, says strawberry, and that's like her code word, and it like triggers her, and she just turns into like a blithering fucking idiot child. That shit is wild as fuck. Like you could watch her go from one personality to the other in like a split second. I don't think she's that good of an actress.
Yeah. Well, I wanted to let everybody know that if we didn't know this, it's been a couple weeks now that Doge is officially extinct. It's no longer up and running. They went ahead
Wasn't
and
that
said
a
you can
long
go
time
ahead
ago?
you go ahead and take it. No, no, there was just what's this? Is right before Thanksgiving. Couple days before.
Okay.
So nobody's looking for
Yeah,
waste
they
anymore.
they just gave up. No,
no,
they fixed it,
yeah. Well,
or they gave up, I guess.
okay. So what the deal is that they were like, look, guys, y'all have did an incredible job at finding shit, and we're gonna ask y'all to go home now
Yeah.
because
We
y'all
don't wanna
gonna keep
actually take
finding
care of
shit,
this.
and we're not voting on any of this, okay? Because that's gonna mess both of our pockets up, whether it be Republican or Democrat. And so, we appreciate your service, and you're gonna take it to the House. I think they still
That'd be
had about
like if
6
you
months left.
hired
Mhm.
a dog shit removal company to come to your house and you said, I have 2 tasks for you. First, I want you to identify all the dog shit. Second, I want you to load it up and get it out of here. And they went in and they said, sir, we have performed step 1. We have identified all of the dog shit. And you go, great job, boys. See you
Get outta
later.
here.
Get out.
Mhm. Yeah,
They're
that's the
supposed to
way
remove
you
it.
kind of win.
Don't you even think of taking any of my dog shit with you on the way out of here. It's my dog shit.
My dog loves that shit. My dog needs that shit. You leave that shit.
Yeah, so the
Never know when you're gonna need it.
what's key about that is that none of that stuff actually came to fruition. Like all the fraud. And that's why Elon just went ahead and said, yeah, I'm just gonna take it to the House. Cause y'all ain't gonna do shit no way. I figured it out. Like, I'm wasting my time here, so let me go build these robots. You know what I'm saying? I mean, so I'm getting a whole lot of
I
backlash, a
could
whole
have
lot of
saved
heat,
him months of
and
trouble.
y'all ain't doing shit. So that's why he took it to the House. Like, that was it. Like, he's just like, hold on, I'm getting my ass kicked out here in these streets, and y'all ain't gonna do shit about it. Man, fuck all this. Yeah. Y'all done
I'm
messed
trying to
up my
clean
plans
up the
anyway.
corrupt government, and the corrupt government wouldn't let me.
But wouldn't that poke a hole in all the black pilled shit that Elon and every single person in the world is 100% controlled by the powers that ought not be if he didn't know better?
He's still a big question mark to me.
Yeah, like you can't have it both ways though. You can't be like, oh, he's bought and paid for and he plays the part and this is an act and also he didn't know better. It's one or the other.
Well, I think maybe the real play here, because there's got to be a reason. I think the cover story is we tried to fix the government, we couldn't fix the government because the government is unfixable. I think what really happened was he and all his tech nerd friends that he brought in tapped into the largest database in the world and grabbed all the information. And once they were done getting everything that they needed, they could leave. I think they probably stole all the data that the US had because they had access to it to go look through it, to see all the budgets. And now that they look through it, they have a copy. And that's worth a lot to them. And I think maybe
wouldn't
the
buy for
cover
a second
story
that
is
they
that we
didn't
tried to
already
fix
have
it.
access to all of that. I mean, if the government's running on like DOS and they're like
really
the best hackers in the world, like there's no way if they wanted it, they couldn't have it.
You would hope they would have stolen it already. Like we've hacked their floppy drives, on their Commodore 64. We've got it totally hacked, and we've infiltrated Oregon Trail. We found that many government employees are playing too much Oregon Trail.
I want to like show floppy disks to children and ask them what they think they are. Or like a phone. Like, why does it have a tail?
Something that couldn't
There
hold
would
a
be
song
no
on it right
reasonable
now.
answer for it. Now that I think about it,
you couldn't put one MP3 on it.
Yeah. Literally,
Or maybe
it's
you
too
could.
small.
Maybe you could. Or
Well, and then
CDs.
there was like
You know what
the
the weird?
actual floppy disks, and then there was like the smaller hard floppy disks, but they're both floppy disks.
I'm talking about the actual floppy one.
They held like
The
a
ones that
megabyte or
flop.
some
yeah.
shit. Like a megabyte and a half
Yeah,
or
it's
something.
like it's
That's
terrible.
crazy.
It's terrible. One of the weirdest things to me a few weeks ago when I was in the mall, y'all remember a store called FYE? I don't know if that was in y'all's area.
Yeah.
FYE.
Yeah.
It was a music store. So you go there, you get CDs. They have movies and stuff there. Like dude, I walk by there and it's just like anime now. Like that's it.
Yeah.
It's not
That's the only media
DVDs. It's
that
not
sells now.
CDs.
That's sad.
Yeah, it's just straight anime. And I was like, dude, it's fucking weird. And then I had a a video. Hold on, let me see if I can pull it up. And it was a reminiscence of all the companies that have shut down, and a lot of these companies were from the 90s. Here we go. Let me pull this up.
Dude, the 90s were better than we ever knew.
Let's get right here. Here we go.
I missed them.
Here we go. Oops. Yeah, Blockbuster,
Oh.
Circuit City,
I
Radio
still say Circuit City, and people are like, "What is that?" I'm like, "Dude, I don't know. The one that's still open, then whatever it's called."
Yeah, I didn't know the Borders place. I didn't know. I never heard of them.
Yeah.
Books, maybe.
It was like Barnes and Noble.
Okay.
It was like Barnes and
Payless.
Noble. Okay.
Dude, and Sears,
Yeah, but
Sears is crazy because Sears was like the first fucking department store, like catalog shit. Like that goes back. That's like in our
was the
roots and our
first Amazon.
history. That shit should still be open.
You could order a house from their
And
catalog.
the reason
Yeah.
and the
There's still
reason
Sears
why
houses
it's
out
not
there.
open is because of Eddie Lampert from ESL Investments, Skull and Bones, Yale,
What a
who
piece of
was his
shit.
private equity company.
Fuck you,
Bought it,
Eddie.
drove it into the ground.
You took from us a historically meaningful company. I've actually slept in a Sears house. We went and we got an Airbnb and it was a Sears house. It was like a frontier Sears house. I was like, this shit is cool.
No, the crazy thing about Sears, here's the crazy thing about Sears is the fact that Sears has been shut down now for what? 6 years? 7 years? At least? And there's still remnants of them everywhere.
Yeah,
at the
'cause they
malls
still have
because they got
stock.
nothing they can put in there. They got nothing they can put in there. So you just got like
Oh.
a big area that's like nothing. Like you know it was a Sears, but there's nothing else they can put in that big ass section right there. So it's just the empty
There's
spot in the mall.
somehow there's a metaphor for transgenderism in there somewhere. I just can't put my
Nothing
finger
you
on
can
it.
put in there.
I grew up in malls. I fucking loved going to the mall, and I worked in the malls for like 4 or 5
too.
years. It was it was one of the best experiences of my life.
You need a good music store in the mall to set the culture of like the city.
Yeah.
And it can't be some corporate bullshit one. I mean, I know they usually were, but if you could get a good one, like Rhino Records in Claremont, where I went to high school, was this badass like college town where they had the ultimate underground music store that like you would, as a high schooler, we would see the music that the college kids were listening to. So we thought we were like way advanced. And but you know, the kind of bookstore you go down a couple stairs in, and then they've got all the big ass posters that you can have in your room, not the shit that's like in every Sam Goody store or whatever, but like posters that you don't find anywhere else. Like they need that is gone. I think the kids need to play, and you know, you need to be able to hang out in there for an hour and look at all the albums or
Yeah.
whatever
Well, we
the
need, like-
equivalent is. They need to figure out how to make that.
We need shit that's just different in general. Like I don't really go to malls or anything. I'm like normally at like thrift stores or like those boutique ones where they buy from you, and so everything in there's like a little bit nicer, but it's still been used before, and like shit like that, and whatever. I just don't. So I went the other day though to one of the outdoor like outlet malls up in Castle Rock or whatever, and I was just wandering around. I was going into stores. Every fucking store. And they're all different, right? They're all different brands, and they're all like, that one's for sporting goods, and that one's for like, stay-at-home soccer moms or whatever, and like that one's for like young kids. All of them are different, and every fucking one of them had the same color scheme. Like all the clothes are the same color, and they're all light brown, white, red, and fucking like black, and that's it. Like that's the only colors clothes you can buy right now. Why the fuck would that be good? Like back in the day, all the stores were different. You had like Claire's, and I don't even remember the names of shit, but it was all different styles, and it was all different colors, and it was all different shapes and cuts and shit. And you can like get different shit. People could look different. Now we're all supposed to look the same no matter where we shop. Like, why is that the thing that's happening?
Cory, would you like to give her your thoughts on the car colors?
It's all psych warfare
these days.
Why?
It's all psych warfare. I ain't
Just to make
figured
you
it
feel
out yet, but it's
depressed?
all psych warfare. I rode in one of them psych warfare cars the other day when I was in Florida. I was like, I don't like your color. It's all
I think
muted.
you're
It's
onto
meant to mute
something.
your brain and your soul.
It's muted. It's all muted.
Yeah.
And like all the home repair, whatever, all those TV shows, like the one Charlie was part of, and what all of those, they're all the same too. They're like, all of the paint's the same color. I'm like, why? Not everyone wants the same fucking color house, dude.
The McDonald's transition highlights this the best. From those bright red and yellow buildings to fucking gray.
This is just communist, Soviet, like depressing colors. Bring it down. Don't be happy. Don't be unique or special. Oh my God.
So I handled all the inbound social media and all the inbound emails for anyone that was trying to contact us about the show. And I worked as kind of my partner's de facto manager. And so anything that was going on about that show, which was Flip or Flop Vegas, and it went from 2017, 2018, 2019 on HGTV. I would see all the comments, so I know what the number one comment was. The number one comment we got, I don't remember getting a single, and I swear to God, I don't remember getting a single negative comment ever sent. Like, you guys suck. Because the one thing she was doing was really fun, crazy colors. She did a kitchen in a condo. She did the kitchen cabinets bright pink. And,
awesome.
Just did it for the show, and it looked crazy. And the person who bought it had them change it, and they did it, and it was no big deal. Sold it in 5 hours. It was no big deal. But she was like, I like bright colors. I call it Vegas glam. I'm gonna put rhinestones on it. I'm gonna glam it up. I'm gonna mix all these things up, and I'm going to do it totally different. And I would get all the emails that would come in, and people would say, thank God you're doing something different. Every fucking show is the same stuff, the same stuff over and over again. And you guys are like having fun with it. And ultimately, I think they kind of ran, well, they didn't run us off necessarily. They just didn't renew the show. But once they found out that my partners were like conservatives, I don't think they really loved that.
You're conservatives, and you're not doing what everyone else is doing. Get rid of them. To the firing squad with you.
Yeah.
You rebel.
Yeah. They're conservative leaning, but they're conspiracy knowledgeable.
Conspiracy knowledgeable.
So anyway,
if you're conspiracy knowledgeable, that's a problem.
There's a war. There's a war on our minds. And color is definitely part of it, and that's a communist thing. That's part of that whole drab Soviet architecture, and sucking the joy, literally the color out of people's lives, and what that does to them. So I think that's why Cory, when you said that when we were coming back from Pueblo or going to Pueblo, I don't remember. I was like, I know you're kind of fucking around, but I don't think you're actually wrong.
Yeah. When shit jumps out at you as a psyop, it's a psyop. If it walks like a fucking duck and quacks like a duck.
Like the orange. It's like, hey, it's an orange car, but it's like the dullest orange you've ever seen.
Yeah, it's like
not that like a bright orange car is necessarily any better.
The one that kills me is
whatever.
The gray
but
one.
It's like, if you're gonna have an orange car, have an orange car. Not a sort of orange car. And that's what these feel like. I have a gray car. Well, you have a overcast day car. That's what
it's an overcast day car. Exactly. It's gross.
It doesn't look like gray. It looks like overcast and gloomy, like your life. Like, I feel like if
Chemtrail
you were
day.
getting in that overcast gray car every day, you'd want to kill yourself at some point. You just feel
Yeah,
like
see,
this sucks. I don't even know why. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, dude,
golly,
I'm
I
not gonna wear
mean,
those
Just
colors. Those
saying.
colors are ugly. So they can have all their stupid clothes.
You
I
should
found one bright
shine,
pink
Lindsay.
thing
You
and I
should.
bought it just to fucking show them.
You should.
oh, okay. I'll show you. I'm gonna buy something so niggas can see me. All right.
Yeah,
Ain't that about
that's right.
it?
Right.
Well, I mean, I don't know you'd be surprised how many people don't want a bunch of different color schemes as far as vehicles. Like there's some people that's like the vehicle needs to be white. Like, and that's it. Like, I want a white vehicle. Whatever I get, it's gonna be white. This is just what it's gonna be. Like
I
they don't
get
want a gray, they don't want a blue, they don't want a red, they don't want an orange, they don't want a cacti green. You know what I'm saying? They don't want something metallic, pearl metallic, white.
it's
Companies
because
are
they're
like that
scared.
too, because companies are like that too. Though they want to say uniformity. It's
Yeah.
like okay, yeah, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna buy 20 trucks from you. They all need to be 5.3s. It's like, well, I only got 15 of those trucks, but I do have these 5 other trucks, same 5.3, but they're black. They're like, I can't do that. They all need to be white.
They have to be.
We'll paint
Well,
them.
you can put the decal on the black ones. No, I can't because they're not white. I mean, that's it. Like there's not many people who actually want crazy color, and usually your crazy colors are reserved for your flashy rides. So in the GM business, your crazy colors are usually reserved for like your Corvettes. They'll have the bright blue. We just sold one a couple weeks ago. It was like a bright orange, like brighter than what you see right up here on the screen as far as with your names in it. Brighter than that orange. That one was $231,000. And the
Yikes.
man wrote a check for it. It was his third
Sorry,
one
for what?
in two
You wrote
two
a
years.
check.
For
231.
what?
Yeah, a Corvette. ZR1. It was a ZR1.
Oh yeah.
So that was
Yeah,
his
that makes
third one.
sense.
Him and his wife own 2 Z06s, which he bought a year and a half ago. And we got an allocation for a ZR1. So he's like, y'all got an allocation? Yeah, let me get one of those so I can get it. 231. He said, oh, and here's the money for it too.
My
Yeah,
bad.
here's the money for it too. Yeah, so
Good for
his
him,
his
man.
Corvettes, his Corvettes were like a bright blue, like blind you type bright blue. In the
I like that
ZR1,
color.
that was Z06s, and then the Z06,
seen those.
the ZR51 was a bright blind you orange. Like so, they usually reserve those colors for those vehicles. Your generic, everyday. This is what people are gonna come and buy on a budget. They usually just stick with regular colors, and it also depends on the body style you get. So you've got LS, you got LT, you got LTZ, you got High Country. So like whenever you go to an LT and an LTZ, well, they might not have the same colors in an LT or LTZ. So you might have a red, a black, a white, and a gray in an LT, and the red and the gray might not be available in the LTZ.
Hmm.
So that's weird shit right there.
Yeah.
Even though
Like
it's
you can't just
it's
get
like
it.
the same shit. Like, but you can't get that color because you didn't get that particular model. So we don't paint that model in that color, even though it's technically the same car. But the trim package is different. So we don't offer that color for that trim package. So that's weird
When I
shit
get a
within
pick,
that. So
if I get to pick my color of my car, it's gonna be that paint that's like purple and it goes to green, like it's all in one, like different directions. It looks different. That's what I'm doing.
Well, there you go. There you go. And guys, it will be a time to buy sooner rather than later, because the car market in a lot of areas is getting It's getting tough because that shit is way overpriced.
Dude, I saw the
mean,
prices drop
crazy.
not like recently over the past 5 years at least comparatively, and I was like, I'm fucking buying then because I don't know if this shit's gonna fly back up again. So I got my new
Yeah.
used car.
Yeah, there we go. There we go. So we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna wrap up this episode of Day Zero. Appreciate everybody for being with us. I've seen some new faces in the chat. Said that they just seen Day Zero pop up on their feed on YouTube, and it said it sounded crazy,
Well,
so they clicked on it. So we appreciate y'all coming
they're
by.
they're blessed. They're lucky they found us. We're amazing.
Yeah, I know. I mean,
Oh yeah.
you mean to tell me that showed up on the front page on YouTube? I mean, we might be breaking through. I mean, a little bit. How dare they allow us up there?
God, I wonder
But
what
we're gonna.
I wonder what that person's search history and feed looks like. Anyway, it's probably like
Yeah.
By the
Hitler
way, this now.
documentaries and
Welcome.
you know, and then
Yeah,
like if you like
Chrono.
Hitler, maybe you like Day Zero.
That's probably the way it went. So we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna do the round table. Let's go ahead and start with Lindsay. What you got for us?
roguesoul.org. Go there for my books, my one-on-one sessions, everything you can find in the shop, the classes, the Oregon, and more. And you can go to my Substack, rogueways.substack.com. You can find me on Twitter and other places at Rogue Solar. Actually, I don't know what it's at, so you can just find me. That's all.
There we go. Find her. Charlie, let it rip.
Just find me.
I've got Hakeem Anwar on this week on macroaggressions. He's the founder of Above Phone, Above Laptop. If you're looking for a really nice idea for Christmas, check it out. If you want privacy phones, they're doing deals. You know, you got time to do it. So check that out. Come to Mexico if you can for an Acapulco. I'm back for the third year. MC all 5 days. Going to be working. So
Nice.
it'll be fun for everyone else. Hopefully I'll see you all out there. It will be work for me, but the most fun job in the world. So see you there. February. Puerto Vallarta.
There we go. I would say Cory, but I always do his, CoryHughes.org, BuddyHistory.substack.com, best historian on the internet, JFK book, A Warning from History, Lee Harvey Oswald in black and white. And we do it Beyond the Cube on Thursdays. We might do it this Thursday.
I'll be there Thursday.
Yeah, there's potential. We've had a little bit of a hiatus, but every once in a while, it's good to get a little bit of a break, refresh yourself, and then we're going to get back in the nitty gritty. We got some stuff to talk about, especially with this recent news with a potential merger of Netflix and Warner Brothers and how that's going to change the landscape of cinema and potential within that. So make sure y'all there Thursday nights, 9:30 p.m. Eastern. You can find it on this channel that you're on currently right now. All my stuff's on xq420.com. We appreciate everybody for being here with us. We'll catch y'all next week for day 215. Peace out.